Hey guys, what's going on? Day 2 of Marvel Strike Force. I just got out of work. I'm home. I had some stuff to do, so it's a little later. And we're going to go through. Now, we automatically have active streaks right now. You get those after 7 days of playing and doing your dailies. And then we've got our claims. So we've got all these dailies we get to claim. And we're getting all these free character shards. War defeat. Our alliance lost the war. We can't participate in it, so we don't get any of the rewards. Yay for us. We still haven't decided what we're going to spend that free 50 on. But we're going to open up our 2 orbs that are on the time crunch. And that'll actually help us complete our daily challenges. Next, we're just going to hit our inbox real quick. And one thing, because we get it every day, and I suggest if you're only getting on once a day, might as well start your day with this, because it's going to give you more items. We're going to pull up the web store, pull up the offers and everything, and claim them. So we'll see if we complete any milestones yesterday. Nope. We're not going to be able to complete a lot of them because a lot of them involve participating in raids and stuff. So it's going to be a while. But we can at least grab what free items in the web store for us. And 5 shards. And I know it doesn't seem like much, it being 5 stars. But we're talking 5 stars every day. That's huge. I think I have to exit out of that. Then I hit the back arrow. Yep. Now, we could go through and do the dailies, but we're just gonna, the idea is you want to do everything you can every day. And whenever you get on, do everything you can. So we're just gonna kind of move left to right across this, doing it. And we do have 2 characters we can unlock here. We're gonna star up whoever we can as we get them. Because that's a big thing, is getting your characters more stars. Because you never know what event might even come out that you need character stars for. Going for Ghost Rider. I mean, there's even a Blitz, and I want to say it requires a certain amount. I want to say it's like it requires 4 stars on a character to participate in. And that one only goes on for a day. And that'll help us get those red stars that we talked about that we'd start getting later. And this will just show us what we got from the inbox. You don't actually, it auto claims it. So you don't actually have to go claim it, but I don't like having the red dot there. So next we'll do our challenges. Just like before, we're going to see how far we can get and if we can go in. Just because this is going to be definitely for now our top team that we have. We're going to go in with them if we can. Some of them, as we said, have certain tags that you have to have. But this is... And we might have a better team. I haven't really looked exactly at what characters we have, but this is a nice, easy team to work on in the beginning. They're very useful, and from my personal knowledge, I know that later on in the villains missions, there are certain ones that do require you to have a Sinister Six team, hence why I'm working on them. I'm pretty sure that there's one that requires an Avengers team for the heroes, but I don't quite remember, and you can always look ahead. Nothing's stopping you from looking at the ones before you get there to be able to plan out. That's the nice thing. Go through, and we should just be able to get through these. And you can see people in the alliance getting stuff done. And hopefully we 3-star the next one. In the beginning here, you're going to kind of run through them. Eventually, at the point where you can't even 1-star the next one, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll just auto the one, or you'll get to the end. But it's going to be a long time before we can get to the end. We're talking, that's like, we got to be at least level 80, 90 to get to the end of these. Hopefully, my biggest hope is, I'm hoping we hit level 30 here today. And then, as long as we hit level 30... we'll unlock Arena and we can get into that, because that is huge for getting characters as well. So it gets us some more training mats. And look at that, we've won our 3. Can't do more. Now we'll do ability mats. And you could always pull up your dailies and it'll bring you right to the challenges if you want. And I'll show you how that works. But I prefer to just kind of work left to right. And it all depends what you're working on. Like, some people like to save certain things. Like the arena, yeah, it's all the way here on the left, and you'll see that once we get out of this menu. But arena resets and you get rewards based off how well you're doing in it at 5 p.m. Eastern. So take that into what time zone you are. So some people like to save them and use their attacks right before to try and get as high as they can, because as people beat your team, you'll get knocked backwards in it. Yeah. We don't have that good of a team here, but he's pretty much going to carry us through these, which is nice. Look at that, we got audio. And then tomorrow I'm gonna work on, it might be in tomorrow's video because I don't know when I'm gonna record, but tomorrow throughout the day at some point, because I don't work, I'm gonna try and take care of this, that way it's not here, so that way you guys just got the game and you don't have to deal with all this extra stuff. I mean, I could pay for BlueStacks, but if it's like $1, I don't mind. But I'm not about to pay like $5 a month to not have the ads at that point. I'll watch a YouTube video on how to use the recording software I use and crop and everything. Milestones we'll grab at the end because we're going to have more of those as we get more done. Events, I mean, I ran through some of these off camera like I said I was going to. Let me know if that's the thing that you guys want to see. But if we pull up our dailies here, we can claim all the ones we've done. And I used what energy I could throughout the day automatically. And it also gives us XP. So we are 29. Hopefully we can hit 30 here. And look at that. Early on, you will get missions like this. Train one character. Sure, no problem. He's a very versatile one, so I don't mind actually taking him up another gear tier if I can. Because he's carrying us through so many different things. And because he's part of that Superior 6 team that we talked about. If that was in the audio, I should say. And then we're missing a gear piece, so we'll hit find. And we'll see if it's something that we can get without the Blitz Orb. Okay, so this is a mission we haven't 3-starred yet, but we can play it. So let's see if it's a mission that we can beat. Rather save those orbs for like, oh, I have no campaign energy or anything and I need a gear piece. I'd rather save those blitz or gear orbs for that and farm what I can. Look at that. 3-star, easy peasy, and we didn't have to do that much effort. Barely had to take up a team or use too much resources. This is some campaign thing popping up. It's now like stuck on our screen. Okay, dude. Goodbye. If I go to another screen. I may have to reload or something. Cancel. One second. Because for some reason we might just have to restart or something. This should pull up all our tabs and then we can just... That'll close it all the way. Then we relaunch. Don't know what that was about. Probably because it expects you to be in the mission, that it would like cue you to hit the next campaign mission in that storyline. Sorry about that though, little hiccup there. And this should be done loading in a second here. It does take a second to get going, but once it gets going, it tends to just load the rest of the way up. Look at that. You can already hear the music. BlueStacks is a little slower too if you're playing this on mobile and stuff like that. iPads, phones. It will go faster. And ta-da. Oh, well, he's still here. Oh, we unlocked Arena. That's what it is. He was prompting us to go to Arena. See, it's always them prompting you. So this is big. Probably strength. So I'm going to explain Arena to you. You get 5 Arena battles a day. Look at the rank we start at. But look at these people's teams. We're going to go for the lowest ones we can and see how far we can get. Oh, I forgot to switch out Hulk. Oh, I might lose this one. So if you beat them, you get their spot, and everyone them and behind them gets kind of bumped back a little bit. And the farther down in the ranking you get, the better. Like right now, how it was showing I could fight up to 1,000 higher than me. It's because of how far back we are. When you're in like, you know, when you get to, let's say you're in the top 200 people, you might only be able to attack up to 15 people higher than you. So on and so forth. See, look at that. I think that's new... it's something. Give me one sec, I'll tell you what that team is that just beat us. And yeah, you can see like this guy's already got Doc Ock. This guy's already got a symbiote team going. It's gonna be rough. So looks like, I mean, these could 100% be people's others alt accounts, but you can switch who you're facing. And we'll come back to that because we're gonna look at what teams we have and try and make a good team comp for it at the end. Because we're gonna unlock more characters while we're working towards that. So we definitely want to take 5 characters the highest we can for that. And I'm going to claim that in a little bit. Now let's talk about raids. Now I can join today's raid because of the fact that I have been in the Alliance long enough. And now even though I can't participate, so I'll try even. Because I'm pretty sure just, yeah. So I don't have the 5 mutant required characters. And to see the requirements, it has to be specifically... Okay, it looks like it just requires mutants. It doesn't... I'm pretty sure they require certain gear tier too, but it's not saying that. And then let's pull up the other one, see if we can even attack in there just to get some miles. Okay, so we can attack in here. And there's no way we're going to win in this. So we're literally going to throw one character in. Because that World Warrior, where it's done by Alliance just participating, even though we're throwing one character in that's going to immediately die, we're now getting participation points for that, which helps out the Alliance as a whole. And look at that. We immediately, yeah. So just to give you an idea of how much stronger they are, not only did they just one-hit me, but we can actually look at what the characters that we're facing is. And they're not too much. Well, they're a lot higher, yeah. 125,000 power. We're going in with a character that's 1,600. We don't stand a chance. But we're getting those participation points just for doing this that help out the Alliance. So we definitely want to make sure we're doing everything we can to help out the Alliance. Because in the end, we all help. Everyone profits from each other, which will make you grow faster. So you want, if you're going to be active in the game, you want to be in an active Alliance. And you want to be doing whatever you can. Why'd I click out of that? We still got 4 more times we're going to go in and die. And I apologize for the watermark on yesterday's video. I couldn't figure out how to remove that. You won't get one today. I did figure it out, though, so it doesn't happen again. And we got 3 more. But like I said, they're quick. We go in, we die, we're done. Next fight. We'll look at some meta teams and see what characters will kind of go through the tags, because it'll be easier than scrolling through and trying to memorize every character as I'm going through, because there's so many. And I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you every character in every team off the top of my head. There's so many. I think with the current amount of characters, actually, I'll check right now how many full teams you can have. Now, it doesn't mean these are all perfectly organized teams, but this is like the max amount of teams that you can make using all the characters. And we don't have this many yet, but it's just an example to go off of. One more. And one thing to keep in mind is that little timer there. You also get that in Arena. I don't know if you guys saw at the top corner. You only have 5 minutes in those battles. And that goes for war battles as well, where campaign nodes and stuff like that, you have unlimited time. So you have to not only be able to be strong enough to beat them, but be able to beat them in a efficient amount of time. And we'll claim our milestones. Gives us some tickets to be able to open more orbs. And then now by participating rates, that goes towards our dailies. So we got to make sure we do 2 more before midnight. Arena battles, play 3 hero missions. We'll actually do that real quick. And we might lose this, and then we'll look at characters that we need to. And there are 59 teams right now. That's a lot. Yeah, we're definitely not going to 3-star this, because they're probably going to end up getting her. But we'll see if we can just beat it. Oh, we might still win. Okay, we did 3-star. So actually, let's go work on a heroes team real quick together. So I'm going to put the heroes tag on. Do I have all the new Avenger characters actually? No. Look at me forgetting the alphabet. I mean, we have quite a bit. We have Pimtech, Young Avenger, Energized. Actually, Secret Avengers. Let's see if we have all of them. I might be jumping the gun here. We might want to do some other things first. Open the orbs and see what we get first. But we'll just see if we have Secret Avengers first, because they're a pretty decent team. No. Nope. How about... No? No. No. Some of these I'm clicking knowing that I definitely don't have them. Nowhere's Heist, nowhere. Inhuman? Nope. Yeah, let's go open more orbs and stuff first. We'll do what dailies we can without doing those missions. That's the spend campaign energy, which we're going to go spend a bunch in a second. Let's go make our 3 supply purchases. And I'm not focused on a certain gear that I need for anyone, so that's why I'm just buying the bottom 3 because they save me the most gold. Look at that, that'll give us more campaign energy. 3 heroes missions, let's just go do some campaign missions. We will just, right here, and we're going to do the ones that give us shards for characters here. See, look at that, we just recruited a character. Ideally, rather than I was doing in the beginning where I was autoing everything, you would want to be specifically doing the ones that are going to give you shards, because that'll help you unlock more characters. Yep, and we level up again. And remember what I said before, we're going to be spending the 50 every time, because that's definitely going to help us out. But then we'll pull up the villain missions, and we'll do the same thing. We'll go through, and we'll do all the ones that give us shards. You'll see some of these I did just by grabbing the free energy throughout the day. And then we can't go, can we? Oh, we can now. Okay. So we'll do a couple villains missions here. Because if we can get further, why not? Plus it gives us more gear, more shards, more XP. And it doesn't involve us having to work on any characters right now. Continue here. We're just going to go through these villain missions till we get to one with shards. Do the same thing, auto it, so on and so forth till we're out of energy here. And that little thing at the top there shows you what characters it suggests using based off what other players have used in that spot. And after recording that, I'm going to go through all those events and try and just auto through them and see how far I can get on unlocking characters. Because like how that one guy had a Doc Ock on his arena team, that guy having Doc Ock could make a huge difference in our Superior 6 team because he's one of the characters for it. So even if we could get 4, we could then throw a regular Sin 6 character in there, and that would be pretty incredible. One other thing you'll notice a lot of time, and it's not all the nodes, but it's a lot of them. And I mentioned this, well, that might be when I was silenced, but when you play the villains missions, it gives you stuff that helps you with your hero characters. And a lot of the times, the shards in the villains missions will be for hero characters, vice versa. The shards in the hero missions will be for villain characters. So by doing this, we're getting more characters for hero missions as well. Lots of clicking through for the storyline. Feel free to slow down the video there if you want to read it or pause it. And there we go. We'll finish this one up. Same thing again. And look at that. They're only at 11,000 power. So it's not like you need to take your team crazy up there. Yes, if you take them up higher, it'll be quicker and easier. But you don't need to do anything crazy to get through a lot of this. There's a minimum that everything requires. And you can always... I mean, I could have taken them up less probably and gotten through this. But then I actually played it. So you don't even need to spend as many materials as me. There we go. Oh, we leveled up again. Free energy, free cores, tickets, orbs. It's awesome. Love all that stuff. Give me all that stuff. So the whole point of this mission, you'll see this thing over his head, is to kill him. So you could just full target him, or if you don't take your team as much as a strategy, to kill certain ones first to get to him. But since I took him up this high, we should be able to walk right through it. That is Ultron, though. He does revive once. And there we go. And just like before. And we're going to do this as much as we can right now. Just because ideally, I want to try and save a little bit of it, just in case there's a gear piece we need to farm for a character. There we go. Only 4 left. There we go. If I get the whole Superior 6 team for Arena, that'd be crazy because of the fact of how much you can use them for the campaigns and everything, and it would be ideal because then I'd be working on 2 things at once. Plus, they're great in other game modes later on still. Two left. We'll clean them up here. We'll probably do one more mission, and then afterwards because it's going to be shards probably, we're going to go through and we'll auto it to the max, and that should save us like 30, 40 energy to be able to auto a mission a few times. And we're actually going to probably do the events together here, only because before I work on an arena team, I want to see what characters out of there I can unlock. Mainly Doc Ock. But we'll see what other characters are in there. I don't even remember. I know Iron Man's one of them, Doc Ock, Punisher. No, it's not Punisher. It's... oh, God, I can't remember his name. 14 enemies left to kill. So this is one of those... it's going to take a little bit longer. Hence, it's the last mission in this campaign section. It's supposed to be harder. Every 3 is supposed to be a little bit harder than the last one's normally like that. You know, get through this. Normally, the next first mission is easier than the last one or the one before. But then it gets harder as you go again. Yeah, they're about even with my people now, but we have that synergy, so we're probably still going to win. Oh, that's a waste of a Good attack there. That's where playing can help you out, because I could have saved that for when there was more of them on the field. Yeah, they're giving each other speed boosts and stuff like that. There we go. We're cleaning them now. And we should be able to finish this round of attacks. There we go. Easy peasy lemon McSqueezy. Yep, and we can't start the next one until we're level 38. But now we can claim more stuff. And do we have any raid refreshes that we can just throw in to get this daily done, just in case? I mean, I'll get it done either way by tomorrow. Nope. Every once in a while, you'll get what's called raid refreshes, and they'll appear right here. And then you can use those to be able to go in, or you can use scores. Very helpful because of the fact that the rewards are percentage based, how good the alliance does based. So like if you're, you need 5% more, you might be able to go in and hit it a couple times, and that'll really help out your whole alliance. So we're going to claim all our stuff now, and these are really cool. So what this does, and it has this little number, it automatically, when you get it, takes your vulture to gear tier 4. So this is a really big milestone you want to complete. Campaign, battle and raids, battle and arena. So you want to make sure you're doing that every day to get through that milestone while you have it, because of all the free stuff you're going to get. And a lot of these right here were pure, so like this one, yeah, this is us, we're spending campaign energy and stuff, but a lot of these we're getting based off the fact that luckily we joined an alliance that's helping out a lot. And no one said anything yet. And we're nowhere's, we're here. And that, I knew that had something to claim because of that red dot on there, so you can still, you always have a day to claim your stuff. Now, if you don't claim it, I don't know if it just auto claims. I've never tested that, and I don't want to, because the thought of not getting rewards hurts. So now we'll go to our supplies, and we're going to go through all our supplies. And this is a great way to get, this is a special event store right now, and you can buy character shards and stuff in here, and we should be participating in this, like this. Shards, it's going to help us get character. We might as well be. So we will buy that. Then we'll buy both these character shards. We're not looking to get any of like the best characters from this or anything, or get diamonds, which come after red stars from these orbs. We're not far enough in the game for that. We can't keep up with that. But we can at least get some free character shards when they're available. And we're getting raid energy from these orbs, so we can go in and do another raid now. 5 more. Look at that, 25 spider shards. That's huge. If you guys want me to slow down when I'm opening these, let me know. I do have a tendency to click through because it shows me everything I got, and if I see anything that catches my eye, I'll definitely mention it. Or I can slow down and pay more attention, like we can go over everything I got from it. Like I could easily go through, and we could go through all this. We can see that we're at 22 now. We're at 15 out of 45. 43 out of 45 almost unlocked. 6 out of 45. 14 out of 45. And we've got an orb here. Give us some training mats. And we've got one more. And then we've got Blitz. So we're going to open up as many Blitz orbs as we can here. some free shards from that. Look at that. We just recruit. Now, if we had his full team, that'd be insane at this point. The Spider Society is a pretty crazy team. That's that for that. And then now we got Raid Orbs. Oh, Force of Habit. I'm used to buying those on my main account and stuff. As I said, we're just going to spend the raid tickets on more shards in the beginning here until we get to the point where we have most of the characters up there. It's going to be a while that we're just opening these to get shards. But look at this. This is going to unlock a bunch of characters for us here. And unlocking these characters creates more possibility, more team comps, more that we can do. More blitzes that we can run for the tickets to get more orbs, to get more characters. Look at all these. It's beautiful. Oh, then Arena. Now, you can spend 800 for an orb, or you can buy character shards, which really makes it hard to choose, because there's some decent characters in here that you can buy for only 500 arena credits. But when you open an orb, and you can see what you get. So the left tier, you have a chance of getting all these, and even if we go with the most common, it's purple gear, which will help later. Then if we go to the center one, if we go to the highest percentage even, character shards. And we have a chance, that this is where it's hard. You have a chance of getting like the current best characters in the section. On the right side, this will give us towards red stars, training mats. So there's definitely an argument to be made for opening the orbs. We are, for now, just going to buy characters. The ones that are 500 is what we're going to try and aim for. And... It's hard to pick. We actually might... Because here's another thing that we can do, and I'll show you guys this. Let's say that we pull up... I'm going to pull up the Superior 6 team. I didn't even look if any of them are in those orbs, but you can click on them and click Find. Then it'll tell you, you know, hey, you can buy this character right now in the raid store. You can get them from these orbs. Then how it's read like this, right now it's not available in supplies. Right now it's not available in here. And there are certain characters that'll be in the arena and you can buy them from that arena store. So we can kind of try and get the characters we need for team comps. So we're going to save those for now. We're going to definitely rank up what characters we can real quick. Look at all these characters that we're so close to getting. And we have another achievement here. And then we're going to go back to raids now that we got that free energy. Oh, that's for the other one that I can't even participate in yet. Aw, that stinks. We do have another orb we can open that will open quick. You never know, we might get 2 shards for a character that we need or something. Look at that. We got 15. We didn't have any yet, though. And that got us closer on them. Alright, so now we're going to go through our teams. We're going to try and pick our heroes team that we're going to use in the heroes campaign. It's going to be, it's going to take us a little while. We're going to go through all the teams and everything. But we will have to come to a decision ultimately. Because we got to start getting through these hero nodes. As well as we then need to pick an arena team. We're going to do the arena team last, though, because I want to have as much unlocked by then as we can. And I'm opening these orbs as I get them right now. I'm not opening any orbs or anything like that off camera. The orbs I'm only doing on camera. And let's pull up our roster. This is going to be hard, because there's so many holes in what we have. And we can also pull up the characters and look, okay, what teams are you part of? Like her, let's see how many characters we have for New Avengers. Alright, now if we looked at them earlier, I'm pretty sure too. So first let's make it just heroes. Because some of them you could think could go either way. Ghost Rider and stuff, but I think Ghost Rider, I was about to say I think he's considered a hero, but he's considered a villain. Okay. He's a huge character. Very helpful. He's a very relevant character. He's a relevant character currently. Oh no, Ghost Rider's right there. I didn't even see him. Okay. Hero Cosmic Mythic Blaster. And what do you have? Brawler. I should have known that. This isn't going to be the greatest team comp, what I'm thinking about doing, but it's all characters that are relevant in a way. So we're actually going to favorite the ones that we're going to take. And all these are pieces of other teams that are very good. So I'm thinking I'll work on them in hopes that I might get the rest of the characters for that team composition. In which case it would be very nice to have these characters up there. So that's 4 of them. I'm trying to decide between Hulk and her while I look through to see if there's anyone else. Yeah, you're just part of nowhere. What are your tags? Dark Hunter, Supernatural. And the whole thought behind this is, okay, these characters are on teams that I'm going to probably work on later. Like, New Avengers is, you know what, yeah. New Avengers is a very good team, so we will work on her. So, these 2 are going to be the most relevant, so I'm going to work on them first. Him being the one that I'm going to work on most of all. Yep, and now I have that upgrade button right there, and what I should have done is it'll automatically equip the gear if I have it. It'll be grayed out if I don't, but it'll automatically now take him all the way to gear level 6. There we go. And then we're going to buy what we can of these. We don't have enough of those. Oh, let's see if can we farm these on anything? They're in the Blitz supplies. Oh no, that's his shards. Oops. I thought I was looking for the purple ions. Yeah, it requires character level, so I can't even equip it anyways. So that's going to be it for him for now. Then we're going to do Starbound. Same thing, we're going to take him up as high as we can. Let's see, I mean, look at that. I'm spending 66,000 gold just to take him up. So this is where, as you get the characters higher, it costs more gold, more gear. So that's where it gets to the point where it's like, oh, I don't have enough. See, this I have the level for. So we're going to try and find these blue. And I don't mind spending some gold on them right now. Only because they don't cost that much gold to where I'm worried at all. And it looks like we got to get farther in the heroes missions. These are all the different missions that you can get them in. But we got to get there first. And we don't have any of the orbs. We could spend cores to open them, but we're not going to. We're not going to spend power cores on it for sure. So then we're going to leave it there. And we're just going to try and equip what we can. We definitely don't want to be leaving one at once, so we'll take that one up. Next, we're going to do her. Clicked on it, come on. And then we're missing a gear piece here somewheres. Otherwise, we'd be able to take her to gear tier 6. So we're going to end up needing to farm something. There we go. And now we know, then let's see what missions we can farm for it. Max it out. That gave us 24 of those, which means we can upgrade her. And a lot of characters share gear too. So that's where you got to be careful about what characters you're taking as well. And the gear is pretty much based off the tags they have that can help you know ahead of time what gear and everything. Well, I should have done one at a time there. Make sure I can... We'll hit find on this. We'll be able to find these. I'm pretty sure these are farmable for us right now. And... right, here they are. Takes a second to load here. Like I said, it's a little slower on BlueStacks. So don't think your game's going to be this slow unless you're also going to play on BlueStacks. Take her up as high as we can. Now, why couldn't we take Icarus to 6? We're going to have to look at that. And it looks like we are going to have to play one of those missions to try and farm more. So we're going to go for that Heroes one. Actually, was that a Villains one or something over here? Where we know we'll be able to walk through. Okay, this is a Nexus. So this is a different campaign line. But we know that we can use them for it. So we know that we can walk through it. We could probably walk through something with the Heroes team now too. But we'll put that off for a second. So this will not only give us those ability mats, but this will also give us, from doing this mission, shards, which is the main reason. I mean, that one gives us shards too for Beast, which is... he has a couple teams he's part of, and he's a pretty good character. But as long as we get what we need, we're happy. Look at that. We didn't get what we need, so we're going to do the other ones anyways. I can clear this out, and we're going to use the team we just made, which should absolutely run through it. There we go. Oh, then we'll auto it to get more. And I know these videos are kind of long. If you guys would rather have these split up in parts, or maybe me only go over beating new things like when I unlock Arena, how I'm doing it, or stuff like that, let me know. Because I understand that it can be a long video. And we still didn't get what we need. Is there any other way to get it? I'm not spending cores or anything. Let's see. No, we'd have to get farther in campaigns, I think. Looks like the next campaign's hero mission, so we'll try and get farther in those soon here. Now we are going to go to Icarus. Why didn't it let us take you up to 6? That is my question. Probably because of the gear. So we'll see if we can farm his gear. Okay, so the next Nexus mission, so we'll try and beat that. Probably could have switched to our heroes team to be able to get through it quicker if it lets us use it in the Nexus. I'm not even sure. I didn't even look. But either way, we're going to walk right through it. And a lot of these earlier missions, you're going to walk right through. And this whole mission is kill the people with the arrows. It's going to be in amount of stages, so you have to kill them before 4 stages. So you could probably go in with a geared 3 team on this mission and beat it as long as you strategize correctly. And there we go. We know we got at least for one gear piece we got enough, but we are going to auto the rest of it because we need the gear anyways. Might need it for other characters. We'll need it for other gear pieces for them. No point in not doing that. And something tells me we're still not going to be able to take them up. Oh no, we can now. Awesome. Then because we leveled up, we're literally just going through all of them and taking them. Oh, you're not the one I wanted to click on. I thought I had heroes only open still. Well, we have them favorited, so that helps. So we're going to take all these guys up to 35 now that we unlocked 35. And does it let me take you guys to the next gear tier at 35? It does. So we'll try and get them up another gear tier here. Or does it not? Okay, so you have to be level 36 for that one. And we're going to do him first. Yeah, we can't take him up, see how that piece is grayed out. But just because it does give him more power, we are going to get hit find. Is there anything we can do to get that? Nope. But we will. See, this is the situation where I'll open some of these. And I'm not going to open a crazy amount. I'm going to open 20 of them. That'll give us a whole bunch of this for him and other characters. Look at all that. We probably could have gotten away with only 10. Maybe for now on those we only do 10 at a time. There we go. Then we're going to do the same for him. Equip all the gear we can. Look at that. There's a piece we need. See if we can farm it first. Yes, we can. And we'll farm it as much as we can, because why not? Equip. And then we're going to see, I don't think it's going to do great in Arena with this team comp, but we're still going to try them out. And we're only going to do 10 this time, so we're not wasting these tickets. Because eventually, once we get farther, we'll have so much, like these lower gears like blue, we'll eventually get to the point where we're getting that, like, hand over fist. Fine. And this is available in supply, so we can just buy about 20 of them with gold. It's where, in that beginning for our 3 supply purchases, we could have planned that out better. That's 100% on me not planning it. That we can't equip anyways. We're not a high enough gear level, so we're not going to. And that takes them all to that point. They're now not my strongest 5, but they're up there. And we have some milestones now, like the one for spending gold. The one for spending campaign energy. And then we have achievements to claim. And we got some orbs to open. This might, who knows, we might get a character that we end up replacing someone with. And as for finding alliances, if you guys have trouble with this and you need to find an alliance, stuff like that, there is a Discord that's great for this. And I'll pull it up. And it's the Marvel Strike Force Discord. It's great. You can Google literally to find a link to it, and it has channels. It has a whole entire section for finding an alliance and everything, where you just post pretty much your game picture which is your game tag, whatever you want to call it, which you can get by just clicking here. This is how people will invite you, your PID. You post a picture, people will message you and be like, hey, why don't you my alliance? And that's a great way to find an active alliance. You can also scroll through in here. Like you could post, like I'm under 1 million, so I would post in here. Then there's also where you can go in here and you can look at alliances, and here it'll tell you, they're looking for 2 players, casual alliance, and you can, if you want an active one that's going to be crazy active playing the game, you can look for an active alliance that's crazy amount of play in the game. Or you can be in a casual one. You can find ones that focus on just trying to do the best they can in raids, find ones that are war focused, or find ones that are just milestone focused. Every alliance will have their own little quirks on what their main things they work on, or if they work on everything. So that's a great tool that you guys can use to get an alliance, because I'm only getting this much stuff because the alliance. I wouldn't be this far without being in this alliance. And there we go, we have a character we can rank up. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to try and unlock whoever we can. This doesn't start yet, but they have events like this that rotate around and come every month or so, and you get free items from it, so they're very helpful. We'll start with him, and we're just going to beat as many as we can. And because of the fact that, see, there are characters that we can't use in this, but we'll use what we can. Now these first couple, because we have a couple characters that are higher up, we might be able to walk through this one, maybe the next one, but we'll see how far we can get before we can't beat it, and that's what we'll play till. Then it's hard, because it's like Doc Ock, he's someone I would definitely, if I need to work on characters for, I'll work on him. But Iron Man is not, he's great in some places, but he's not a character I'm urging to get. So he's not someone that I'm going to go through and be like, oh, I want to work on characters that I'm not going to use anywhere else right now to get him. Like Secret Avengers, because I'm pretty sure you just have to use like Avenger characters or something. But Secret Avengers, New Avengers, those are characters that I would work on to get him, because those are characters that are very good in the game and will help in a lot of different places. And look at this, requires level 30 gear tier 5, plus requires level, oh no, that's recommended, sorry. Requires 3 shield or skill hero characters at 3 stars. So I can't get any further than that even if I wanted to. And this is a shield minion team. Minions aren't, in the beginning we had to work on them to get characters, because that's what we had. They aren't relevant, they aren't useful anymore. Some people work on them for like freebie characters to take up for certain things, because the minions require less gear and stuff to work on. But they're not something I'm jumping to work on, and I think we're going to get wiped here. Okay. So this is the one where it gives me the characters. It's not using mine. You're supposed to get wiped in the beginning there. Yeah, so this is the original Sinister Six team that you're seeing here. We have a lot more updated characters for them. We should be able to walk through this pretty quickly here. It's almost done. There we go. Now I think it'll have us use our character starting the next mission. But we are going to go through, and one of the big things I should have showed you guys before we started, we'll take a look after. No, so him you have to use, oh. What is this tag? This is Mega Orbs. They give you a lot of character shards. They're very important. Requires X-Force, Wave 1 Avengers, or Defender characters at 2-star. We'll see if we can beat it. We might have to work on some of these. Now the big thing is that star. Luckily we can do this mission. I think this will unlock him, but we might have to work on a couple of these. And if we do, then the ones out of this that we'd work on is probably going to be Deadpool and Daredevil if we have to work on them. Which, based off their characters, we probably will. But that being said, this is one of those missions that you'll only need one character to survive to win. So Hulk might be able to get through it for us. Only time will tell. We are going to actually target here. He's taunting right now. That's why I can't target her. I really want to get rid of their healer. Oh, we won anyways. So Hulk can get through it for us. Awesome. And this is where if we wanted, because of the fact that you only have to beat it, we could literally not work on anyone else and just work on Hulk and take him as high as we can for this specifically. But that does unlock him for us, which is crazy good. And we can't do the next one. So now we'll go over one. We'll do the same for can't do it. Requires 5 cosmic villains or heroes for higher characters. We don't have that currently. So we'll see how far we can get with her. We'll put our better team in. We're going to put her just for the fact that she's another hero, so she'll probably synergize a little bit better. Actually, we're talking 1/3 more power. Yeah, we're going to do her, though, because that's synergize. Only because it might give me that turn meter to where my team gets to attack first, which it'll either make it go faster, or it could make the difference between them killing one of my characters off the rip or me killing them off the rip. I overestimated it. This is going to be another walkthrough. It's weird because I never know what I'm going into because it's been so long. I mean, I could definitely look at the characters just like you guys could to plan this out better and not take characters as high so early. But I enjoy being able to just walk through them in a way to be able to get through it faster. And after we finish these, we'll do arena. So it's probably going to be about an hour and a half today. Sorry if you guys don't like the longer ones. They will. As we get further and we're able to do things quicker and we don't have as much stuff that we need to actually go into the missions for, the videos will shorten down. But if you like the longer ones, then I can make sure to find stuff to add to it. But it stars for a character. She's not a great character at all. She's not someone that I'm care to get at all. But the only big thing that she does do for us is, for instance, that hand event in 2 days that we saw. She's a character we can use in that. So having more stars on her will help out. Also, she might be used for something else where we need a hand team or something else where we require certain stars on characters. Because you can always wait till you get the characters to the stars you need, or you could always just kind of take what you have. There's a level of, hey, why don't I get it done now to get ahead quicker, but that uses more gear that I might need later, and gold. Or there's the, I'll wait, but now I'm not getting this now, which can make me end up behind. So you got to plan everything out because both can have their downsides and both have their upsides. When you get high enough to the point where it's like, hey, this character's a meta, this character's a new character, he's the best of the best, and it makes this so much easier. That's where, okay, well, I might want to just use what I have. And you kind of have to plan around what you have. So it looks like that's going to be it. And for instance, just to pull this up, requires 5 hand characters. Then the next one requires 5 hand characters at 2+ stars. That's where having more stars and where she might end up coming in handy. Like now we have her at 2 stars. So we don't have enough campaign energy to go through the heroes campaigns now, which is fine. We do have some orbs we can open quickly. All these are just gear, though. So we'll rip these quickly, then we'll go do our arenas together. And first we'll see how this Heroes team does in arena. And if we're definitely going to switch our defense. And depending on how the Heroes team does, we'll quickly do a swap. And we'll put Doc Ock on that Sinister Six team and take them in. So we're going to try and find the lowest we can at 83. Looks like that's going to be the lowest. Oh, here we go. We're going to go against them. And we're going to take that little Heroes team we just made. And we're going to see how they do. Hopefully we win. But as we get higher, the teams are going to get harder that we're facing. I should say lower. A better rank, but lower in the overall ranking, I guess. Yeah, so we're definitely going to win this one. And we absolutely walked through them. Then we will look at offers too just before we go, because we have that free 50 core, blue core thing to spend. And sometimes you can buy a whole team. So we'll look at what teams are, see if there's any really good teams to get. Actually, why don't we do that now before we keep going through arena? And we will grab that. And then that'll also finish the daily for us now that we've done 2 arena battles, which will give us the next one, some free shards. Then according to that red dot, we have someone that we can rank up. Or I think that also means that you can equip gear, so that's just always there. But let's go into offers. And you'll see like this, limited time, get 45 shards of him for 30. And they have little offers like this. Like him, if I had the rest of the team, I would go for that so quick. Venom we already have. And you can mix and match too, because some of them are cheaper. Ghost Rider. Is there any full teams though for 50? Like that's 150. And these are really good characters. Out of Time is a very good team. So if we had 150, we would jump on that. But we're not. The account's free to play. We're not spending money. So we're only looking to see what free teams they have. And we're specifically looking for a whole team, not a character. And I don't know if they even do full teams for only 50, but we're going to find out right now. Yeah, X-Force. We're just scrolling through. Yeah, and you can click on them and see how many shards you have. Like, that's a great team to get off the rip. It would be very helpful in the beginning here. They're not a great late game team, but they'd be helpful for now. 100, 150. I don't think we're going to be able to get a team. It was probably too high hopes for me to think that we might be able to get a whole team with these. But we could always try and plan out a team and keep an eye out for like a character that we need to complete a team. Yeah, 500, 500. These ones I would say aren't even worth. These teams aren't real enough anymore. I mean, it's gonna get you a lot of stars from, which will probably help you in arena and the campaigns, but these teams just aren't relevant enough anymore to where I'd say even like these are the teams that I expect to be 50. There's also this. I mean, 1,000 energy that helps you level up faster. I wouldn't mind popping 5 of those maybe. I have. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. So I was complaining that I couldn't find this. You got to claim in here. So that's going to give us Loki, which he is currently a relevant character. He's on many teams. He's part of a very good team for raids and stuff like that. Now we also got 10 orbs from that. which they're gold orbs, which is going to give us a bunch of gold. And it gave us power cores. Nice. So now, if we go here, we have an achievement to claim too. And I'm just going to pull them up by their tag here real quick. I have some of these tags memorized, but like if we had this whole team, that'd be crazy. Because this is a very good team in the game currently. And look at that, ranked up a character. I mean, there's a few teams that we wouldn't mind having. I mean, even, let's pull up Superior 6 again. I know I'm a little hung up on, but it's just the fact that I already have 3 characters now for him, which is crazy. To where, if I could get the last 2 for 50, I wouldn't mind. So I'm pretty sure he requires us, yeah, we're not even able to unlock him yet. And then you are in raid supplies. Yeah, so he's more than we're bargaining for. So let's look at what would be a good team based off what I see. Extreme X, nowhere's close. Symbiote. This would be an ideal team to have right now, but we're a long way away. Stalkers. See, I'm skipping over some teams. They're the teams that have been in the game for a while. They're not as relevant anymore. They're not something that I'm jumping to work on or anything. Yeah, that's where that Carnage offer I was saying was really good. We do have 5 energized characters. They're pretty good together. Spenders, Astonishing Asgard. We're very far off from them. Some of these characters, like I'll pull them up again. You'll see that I don't even have unlocked. Requires level 65, so I literally can't unlock some of the characters till later on. And we have a 2 here, so let's just take a peek at what that could be. Yeah, because we can't do that right now. Can't do that right now. Can't do this either. I'm pretty sure we can't. I'm pretty sure we can't even. Oh, we can. Okay, I didn't even know we could participate in these ones yet. Hey, we'll participate. We'll get the free XP. See if we can hide before Arena. Arena's a big thing to try and do as good as you can in. It can make a huge difference for you. You get power cores every day from it. You get character shards all the time from it. Like I said, right now I'm not spending any of those Arena credits. But that's only because I want to see how well I'm going to be able to do in Arena. Because if I get to the point where I'm getting enough to buy, you know, 2 500 characters every day, then I'll buy 2 500 characters every day. But if I'm only going to be able to buy 1 a day, then I have to really plan out which one I'm buying. Even with the 2, I would buy the same one twice a day because the store resets every 8 hours. So everything's about not wasting resources. I'll take a free walk through there. And look at that. That unlocks Agatha for us. And she's a very good character. She's part of one of the teams that actually just came out called Night Stalkers. Oh, so this whole thing we're going to be able to walk through. And we're going to unlock characters. Okay, I didn't even realize I Should have definitely done these before. We're going to be able to unlock some characters here. So we're going to do this for both sections. I'm happy the red dots bugged me and I clicked on it. Yeah, and these aren't our characters. These are just game gives you. Pretty much it's like, they call it like trial or whatever with the team or something. Trial for the character. It's for you to be able to test out the new character. And he's the new character that kind of is a meta character that just came out. We're not going to unlock him for a while on this account. I think even to just buy him from 0 shards to having enough to unlock him ends up being like $60. So that's how they get you with the money. And you see that 140,000? We're getting so many orbs from this. Now some of these orbs we can't even use yet or open yet, but they'll definitely help us long run. He's one of my more favorite characters. I really enjoy him just as general Marvel character, and in the game he's very well. He's part of Shadowlands and Night Stalkers. And I just realized, is this just going to give us 4 out of 5 of the Night Stalkers team? Because that'd be crazy. Because we would definitely, even though we're going to... No, it's probably going to give us like 3 out of 5. I'm overthinking this. Because there's certain characters for the Night Stalkers team that that just came out. But we'll definitely end up working on them because even without the main characters, they're a good team, and the tag and the synergy together would be awesome. And this is where, if I had done this before, it might have changed what characters I brought in for Arena. And I think now we have 3 out of 5 of them. I'm forgetting the team and who's in it. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, like these are ISO. We can't even use those yet, but all this other stuff, very helpful. Teal gear we can't use yet, but hey, we'll take it for when we need it. The more we have now, the better, because the less that we gotta try and get later. Yeah, so she was not part of the team. She's part of a completely other team. But we have 3... No, 2 of them. 2 of them. Moon Knight and Agatha. The other 3 are ones that just came out. In fact, one of them just came out, literally. Like, isn't even... there's no way to even get them yet. That's how new that Night Stalkers team is. Go. I think it's the next one after this, the start of the... There's going to be like 3 nodes that we can't do because it requires you to actually have this character at a certain amount of stars. Like I said, no way that we're unlocking them. I mean, there is a way because we can get the orbs for shards, and we've been opening those daily, but we'd have to get a very lucky pull out of the orb because you can pull 100 to unlock them, but it's a very rare thing. Yeah, so like this one's the one I think that, yep, requires them. But we should be able to do the same for her, do a run through of these. Then these missions aren't ones you can auto and re-get these items. These are one time you get the stuff. Awesome, it's freebie stuff. But if hers give us shards like the other one did, that would be awesome. I'd even look at the rewards. I should have. I will after this one. Because if this gives us more character shards, that'd be awesome as well. That's like the biggest thing right now for us. And it's going to be for a while, is getting as many character shards for all the characters we can because of different things that require different characters. I mean, there's even some characters to unlock that are good. You need characters at certain levels and certain stars. So stars come in handy so much. Yep, so this is another member of the Darkhold team that we're about to get 50 shards for. I don't know if that'll unlock them or anything, but hey, we'll take the shards. Now, some of the teams like the Darkhold team, they have a character on it that we can't get unless we have other characters at a certain level. And it's going to require us to have like 4 different teams at a certain level. So there are some teams like Darkhold, the Gamma team with the Hulks and everything, that are going to be a while before we can get. But we'll get them as we can. And we'll work on what's needed when we get there, just because we don't want to work on characters that aren't needed. I'm probably working on more characters than I need to. And I've said that several times. Definitely can plan this out better. I feel like I have a little bit of lenience because I'm in an alliance that's going to carry me somewhere and give me a bunch of free stuff. So I have that benefit. If you guys can get one, awesome. Don't stress if you can't. You might have to grind it a little bit more, but that's the way the game is. And if anything, it just involves you being a little bit smarter with the materials than I'm being. Are we gonna lose this? How? It's supposed to be a freebie. It's probably on her turn. She's gonna like finish them all or something. Or I'm just getting bad rolls and because she's getting stuns and debuffs and stuff. So could just be luck of the draw that I got bad rolls and I'm gonna have to redo it. We'll see what happens though. Oh, no, yep, it was just she cleans them up once it's her turn. Okay. That's just kind of them showing off how good the new character is. Oh, I should have clicked down to see how many shards that puts me at for him. Well, we'll see if we unlocked him in a second. Yeah, he would have popped up if we unlocked him like him. We're getting 50. We're going to unlock him. He's a great character. And these two won't give us shards, but we'll take what we can get for these ones. Okay, we can go through and do X. We will then. So afterwards, we'll max these out with the 50 cores too for the XP, because XP's XP. I know, we keep adding things. This video keeps getting longer. I'm sorry. It's just in the beginning, there's so much going on. Because you're just trying to get to everything and get places. I mean, you guys definitely don't have to be spending the cores. You can save them. Sometimes when the new characters come out, you can spend cores to open their orbs to get them, and that's definitely a strategy. That's what a lot of people do later game. That's what I do on my other accounts. I try and save my cores. So now we just gotta wait till it's her turn again, and she'll do her cleanup thing to show off the team. almost her turn again, so she might be able to just finish it up here. Oh, she just did a basic attack. And then she's knocked out again. We'll see what happens. Probably gonna skip her next turn because of the knockout, and then she'll end up cleaning him or something. And there we go. And then it'll be cleaned up here. There we go. Well, I think we got one more now. Oh no, this is... Yeah, we unlock him, so we have two more. Got two more to run through here. And look at that. At least these ones are going faster. There we go. And one more. I think those first three are mainly just to show off how good the character is, how it doesn't need a team. But you're also facing, like, these are AIM teams and stuff. Teams that really aren't relevant anymore or good. So this one's going to give us 3 of the Night Stalker characters, so we'll be able to see, oh, this team does so good with only 3 members. And we will be finishing this up soon here. Thing connects is her basic attack, where she's just going to take one out. There we go. And look at that XP. Yep, and then this is where we can't do it. But these are teal gear and orb fragments. Which orb are you? Training mats. Not too worried about training mats yet. We don't have characters high enough to worry about training mats. Purple gear is definitely something we're going to hit first, so we're going to do the purple gear. I was seeing if there was a difference in the gold or the XP. This has the most teal pieces, so we'll just do this. I'll actually just do all 4 of these. Then we'll go back, and then we'll go back to his. We'll go back to this. Do the same thing here. What do these give? Definitely gonna take these. Gear credits. Gold orb, actually. I'm gonna go for the gold orb fragments. Alright, so we're just gonna do it twice. Get some free XP and stuff. And then this is the third new character. These are the 3 main characters of the team. Yep, so this just brings you telling you about the milestones. You can see the tags. This guy, we got to here, then we lost. We'll go in and we'll see if we can beat this one now. I think it was just random luck of the roll that we lost. So we'll try and beat it quick. While we're in here. And that right there, that's Red Hulk. That's one of those characters that I want to say we got to be like level 65 before we can even start working on unlocking him. But I should definitely, I'll try and put together a list of what teams are used later on. And then we'll try and focus on working on those teams so you guys can see exactly what you want to work on for later on. Even if it's not something you'll use immediately, but let's say there's 4 villain characters that you need for something later on, and we're going to need them at, you know, level 60 or something, then you guys can see that, and why not just use them for the villains campaign then? So that we're planning out better. We're definitely going to have to take the time plan that out. That's going to be, I don't know when I'm going to get done with that. That's going to be a little while because there's a lot of characters that you need other teams to unlock. So I'm going to have to make a whole spreadsheet. And I'll try and put, like, currently what the most relevant is. And we'll try and do based off what level you need to be to unlock too. Only because we don't want to be working on unlocking a character that's, we're not going to get to our level 90 if we got a month or 2 before then. Then by then there's new characters to work on, because then we've wasted gear. So we'll try and do, I'll figure out what level for each one, and then we'll plan them out in order. Yeah, so we just beat that. I don't know how I lost it yesterday. Story I lost yesterday somehow. But all you have to do is beat it. And this is using your own characters, yeah. So 5 of any trait. We'll go in with our 5 heroes. We'll see how they do. Why not? I didn't even look if it gives us XP, but it gives us free stuff. And definitely doing these as soon as you unlock them is worth it. And then, who knows, maybe you just want to do your daily save up, you know, not waste any materials till I have that spreadsheet. I'll try and get that done as soon as I can, because it's definitely something that'll be helpful for planning everything correctly on this account to max everything out for the most benefit. Because I'm working on these characters now. I might figure out that Icarus, as much as I love him as a character, and he was, if we go back maybe a year, he was like the meta, he might not be even good anymore, and I'm overthinking it. And yeah, now that we worked on a team a little bit, we are walking through these guys pretty well. So we're going to take it as far as we can, get as many rewards as we can. And some stuff that I'll go over too on that spreadsheet. Some we're probably not going to actually add that to the video until we get at least to where we have everything like wars and stuff unlocked, because there's some stuff that'll be on that spreadsheet that I don't want to get into until we can actually pull up the game mode and go over it. Let's see here. And this is one of the actual really good teams right now that we're facing that I actually pulled up earlier. I still use this team on my other accounts for some stuff. But we are going to walk through them, luckily, just because we're so much higher than them. And there is a point when you get high enough in power where the other team can be a decent amount higher than you, and you'll still lose, or you'll still win and stuff like that, just because of team comps and bonus effects that they give each other. Yeah, so this is another good team. This team is called Pegasus team. They're very good. They give each other boosts, but at only this much power. I'm not really worried about it. The abilities are the big thing. The abilities are what boosts the team. So as we level up those ability mats more, that's where team comp comes more important. Because when you get to the point where your ability got them all purple ability matted and stuff like that, that's where it can make a difference by 100,000 power. There we go. And yeah, we'll take all these free orbs. Teal gear is not something we can... This teal gear is not something we can even use yet. But we will grab it while the event's still going on, because we will use it later. And there's only 5 days left, so get it while you can is the best way to put it. Always get what you can, because you will use it later. Yep, and this is that new No, they're not new Avengers. There's something else that I was looking at. It's got Hurt Mockingbird on it, which is our character right here. But it was one of the teams I looked at that's pretty decent still. I'm trying to remember their name. I don't know why I want to say new Avengers when I know they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not. This is a good team. They're not really like a comp team. These three are really good together, and these two are really good together. But again, we should be able to walk through these guys just because of how high the power is. And I think once we get to the last one next, it requires this character that this is based off of in order to continue. So my favorite thing about that move is if he kills someone with it like he just did, then he uses it twice. And when you have his ability mats up and that thing's doing more damage, you can end up killing 2-3 people off the wipe right there. Go. We got one more. Beat this, open our orbs, see if we get any other characters that we end up swapping people out for. We probably could have done this with our Sinister Six team. But now that we have these guys, at least it's an easy walkthrough. Yeah, but this is that Darkhold team. She's the one that you have to be a lot higher to unlock. But these four together, even without her, are pretty good. There's a few different characters that you can sub in for her. Like, he wouldn't be terrible as a sub-in. He would be a great sub-in for her. She would be okay for a sub-in for her. So that's where, like, you can get a team comp of 4 and have a sub that just kind of fits well with the team. Icarus is one of those plug-and-plays when he was around in one of the metas, where he could fit on a lot of teams to help out. Story's done. Other than this, requires level 60, so we can't even participate. So that did give us some more orbs, though. So we'll open our orbs quick. A lot of it's probably gear orbs, but we'll see what shards we can get. And that mega orb is down here somewhere too. We didn't get any of those, but we will as we get more stars on our characters. Yeah, we're on 750. What's really nice about this is you're guaranteed 50 shards of a character, which can be huge. Now you have a chance of getting 100. So that's early on. That orb helps out a lot. It's great for getting more characters. It can make a huge difference. And yep, so this is all gear. It's all teal gear, which we can't use yet. Well, it looks like we do have enough to open a couple more of these. Look at that, we unlocked another character. Just taking a quick scan through. If we get another one for Superior 6, we will definitely switch our arena team and take... We're going to end up taking them higher up, 3 that we have. Like, Doc Ock is a character that we're definitely going to end up working on. And where is he? I'm actually going to favorite him. And you'll see these favorites change as we unlock more characters. Like, he's a great villain character. In fact, if I get 4 of them, I might put him as the 5th. I might put another Sinister 6 character. He's one that I would remove from the team because Doc Ock has an ability where he spawns a Sinister 6 character. And ideally, you want him to be the one that he spawns. So once you put Doc Ock on the team, you don't really put him on the team. Why am I not seeing him? There he is. So he's definitely going to be one that we work on. He's also used in many different game modes, events, and stuff like that. He's an all-around great character that's been out for a while and still very relevant. So we're actually going to take him all the way up immediately. There's no playing around when it comes to him. And then... For now, only because we're so close to getting the team, we'll favorite these guys. Then, say like right now, I would probably put these 2 on the team as my villains team. Which, actually, I'll favorite them because I'm using them for campaigns, so I'll just favorite the team that I'm using for now. So that would be my heroes and villains for now, based off what we have. Some of these characters I might plug in, like she's a great character. Some of these teams, the big thing is we're so far from getting the teams. So it's like, do I work on those characters now, or do I work on characters that I know will be useful on those teams sooner? Then we get this for spending gold. Alright. So now we'll go through those arenas. I've kept you guys long enough. We'll get our arenas done, and then we'll get out of here. And then... We'll see how far we can get. 7-1, 7-0-5. Oh, I saw 6. See, and the teams change every second too as you refresh. But now that I saw something, there we go. I knew I was going to just retry till I get it. This is actually a really good team. That's a great character. These 2 are great. They don't fit great together, but like I said, at this point, the teams fitting together perfectly isn't really what you're looking for. And if I lose this, I might try and take that Superior 6 team up with the 2 Sinister 6 characters as high as I can and try and see if I have better luck with them. It's hard to say which one, because I'm going to get a full team eventually, a decent one, and that's who I'm going to end up riding in Arena. But until I have a full team, it's hard to say what I'm going to use. I actually am pretty sure I won this. And then after we kill him, we are going to target Doc Ock, because he's my biggest worry on their team, because he heals and everything. So if we can kill him before he gets another turn, that would be perfect. There we go. Now, we're going to beat him. I'm not worried. We're just going to auto through and end up killing him eventually here. Yeah, so he had his Silver Surfer up a little bit higher there. That's why he managed to last so long, but that brings us up another 1,000. And we'll look at the rewards here real quick, just so you guys can see rewards. So this is based off your rank. So right now, this is all I'm going to get. Ideally, we want to be in at least that top 500 for now. I mean, I'd love to be up here, but ideally, we just want to at least for now get in that top 500 as soon as we can. And 5.9. And you'll start to see, look at that, he's got 3 of the Sinister Six, Superior 6 characters. This person's got 4 of the Hive Mind characters. That's ridiculous. But he doesn't have, but that's one of those things where this could make the difference right here. Even with my team being at like 25,000 power where he could probably win. And I took too long. Here we go. And I wish I could take my 2 teams right here and face them against each other just to see what happens with the full auto. Because it's hard to say which one's actually better because neither of them's a complete team. Granted, this one has 2 very good characters. These are the 2 probably big stars of the team. Yeah, Silver Surfer's a little beefy again. So we're going to try and actually take out everyone else first. Just that way he doesn't have any help. And then we'll try and grind him down. You know, we might not end up winning this one. Yep, so we're probably going to lose this one here, but we can only wait and see what happens. Okay, we got lucky there. So now we still get to get 2 more attacks on him. And now I can comfortably say we're probably going to win, actually. There we go. Then I'm confident we could beat them. Some of these teams, it's like, how'd they get up this high? Because I'm so confident. This is a great team. He should just unlock Doc Ock and put Doc Ock there because that'll pretty much complete. Like, I'm so jealous he has that character. And I don't yet. So we're going to try and see if we can get something in the 4,000s. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, so let's see if we can get lower 5,000s. And this isn't great team comp. He's a good character, and he does have him up higher. I'm confident that I could beat this one. But now strategy is I could use a different one of his attacks and save that attack for the next round where I could have gotten a kill to get the twice hit off. But again, the abilities aren't crazy high right now, so it's not making that great of a difference. Yeah, Sentinel here might win it, just win it all for him with his making clones and stuff. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this one. I underestimated Sentinel. Yeah, we were not winning this one. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go through our characters a little bit more carefully, see what team comps we can make and stuff like that. But I think that's all that we're gonna have for today after that loss, because that is our 5. It does give us some tickets. We should go spend some. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna unlock him once we get one more milestone. And scoring, spend 1 campaign energy, battle and raids, battle and arena, use power cores. So we're, yeah, and some of these characters like this, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the end goal, because that once we have this team, that's what we will be using in arena. So we want to get through this as fast as we humanly can to get that last character there, to the point where spending cores on energy might be a terrible idea that we do. And when I say that, I'm talking about the store energy. Let's go look at those offers one more time before we go, just to see, because that would be crazy to have now. So that's the Spider Side team, which is probably the second best team in the game right now. So it's crazy that it gives that to you off the rip like that. It's actually a little upsetting because of how much work I put in to get those characters. But hey, it's called catch-up mechanics. It's helped the players that just joined catch-up to make the game more relevant and fun for them. So I definitely understand why they do it. Still going to complain about it. Yeah, so like these ones are 50, but it doesn't guarantee you the character. They just give you orbs towards the character. Yeah, like he's part of probably what I'd consider. Well, I'd put Spider Society tied for second, because there's a team called Cable that's really good, and then there's the Annihilators that are really good, or Inhimulators. I might be mispronouncing them, and both are really good. Yeah, 50 gives me 1.5 million. Not that much gold. But the big thing is we had seen we're 50, 550 energy. Wasn't there one that was less? That gave us like 1,000 energy. I might be overthinking this, but wasn't there a thing for like 10? Yeah, 10 for 1,000 energy. Why would we spend 50? What else comes with that energy? Oh, gold orb? Still not worth it. Let's take the 1,000 energy. Now, I think this one's one that we can only get once, though, down here. Yeah, these are like daily offers. They're for a limited time. They're only for that day. Raid health pack, raid refills. Yeah, like this. You know, there's some offers that you get with cores that are pretty nice. Out of these, this one's not terrible because the gold orb normally is one, I want to say like 375, I want to say, just to open a gold orb with those. So that's not a bad deal. This one's even better. Plus it gives you those training mats. Yeah, like this. Okay, so what it is it's 450, because what it is you're guaranteed to get the minimum that you normally would, but you have a chance of getting more. But we're not trying to spend cores like that. We're going to try and save them for when a character comes out or something that we need. But we're going to do that 1,000 energy real quick, and then we're going to spend the energy real quick before we go. Only because for 10 for 1,000 energy, I can live with the fact that now I can't get a 50 offer. It gives you 1,000 energy for 100. There was one for 10. I just got to find it. And we 100% might have passed. It might be lower than where we are. Let's see. Energy offers. Yeah, so it was lower than there where we were. Yeah, so we'll just have to check. Maybe we can get more of these. Because energy's XP. And now that offer's gone. We can't get it again. But, mainly for that milestone, to me that is something that is 100% worth it. So now we will go to those hero campaigns, run through them, see how far we can get. And then we'll auto the ones that give us shards again. And then after that, then I'll be done holding you guys hostage. I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, and we're going to stop working on him because of the fact that we're going to get him leveled up for free to a set gear tier. Which is also crazy to me because that we can get... I didn't even look at the gear tiers we get for him. But just by doing that milestone, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to get XP before that. But there's a chance you could end up getting a character higher than a tier that you can take them. And I don't even know how high we're going to be able to go in the heroes missions, only because of the fact that at a certain point it's going to tell us we have to be a higher XP level. And at that point we'll move on to those Nexus missions. And at the end of the day, this is unlocking more stuff that we can auto to farm energy. And that's one of the big reasons these ones are so long, is because we have to go through all these in the beginning. It's going to be these longer videos for a while. After that, I'll keep them longer if you guys want, like I've said. If not, we will shorten them up. Like, I could easily not have this as part of it and just go over, hey, we did this. But I feel like being able to play along, kind of, is part of the knowing what's going on and knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I remember originally when I started playing, I was stuck at like the point where I couldn't do heroes or villains for a while. So we're probably going to hit that same point where we got to level up for a little while before we can continue. But hey, if that 1,000 energy is there for 10 of these a day, I'll take it for all 550 of that. Because that's overall leveling up is the biggest thing. And plus it's going to help me in that milestone, and getting that milestone done is a huge thing. Always the end nodes of the milestones are always going to have the best rewards, but they're the hardest to get to. Either you got to grind, or some of them are going to be ones that are pay to play. But a lot of them you can grind to get there. Some of them take planning. We don't have ISOs unlocked yet, and we'll get into that a lot more once we have them unlocked. But, for instance, there's an event coming up that involves spending ISO energy. So every day on my other account, I'm maxing out the cores to get more, but I'm not spending any of it because I'm saving it for when that event comes. So there's strategizing stuff too, and every once in a while there'll be energy events like this one, how energy goes towards it, where you'll only spend how much you need to finish the dailies, or then you won't spend any more because you'll save it up to have for when that event comes. And there's ones for gold, there's ones for certain teams where you got to work on a certain team for the event, and we're not high enough to do those yet, I would say. But once we get to the point where we are, you'll definitely see us focusing on those. Oh, then there's a weekly blog post, so we might end up having a guest speaker that comes in and talks to us and everything, because normally I might even pull it up during the video and we'll look at it together. But I have a friend that's very into this, more than I am, I'd say, and he like watches you. He knows what from data mines are going on before the blog post comes out. So he fills me in But I'll figure out what day the blog post is, and maybe we'll start including that in the videos to see what's coming out. Then again, that might be a little while, only because, like I've said, we can't participate in a lot of this stuff till we get further. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit auto. Get some shards for him. Leveled up again. Gives us free energy and orbs. Yeah, the shard missions we're going to fully auto because we need shards for characters right now. We got to get them higher to be able to unlock different ones and different events. Even the limited time events will require certain characters at certain number of stars. And for instance, there's a event right now. We don't have war unlocked, and we'll get into this a lot more when we do and how war works. But by using certain characters in war, you get points towards the milestone, and the stronger you have the characters, the more points you get towards the milestone. So if you don't have them worked on, you're not going to get the points, so you're kind of stuck working on teams for that. But they always have those events going on with what teams are currently relevant or what teams you should have worked on beforehand that were being used for things. So they all tie into each other for the most part. It's not like they're going to have you work on a team that you're not going to use at all. I did not realize how late I was going to be doing this at all. I had other plans, but we ended up getting tied up, and it's one of the things that can happen with this game. You get tied up, but it's worth it. But once we're going to end once we spend this energy, because then we literally won't have anything left to do. We'll save the orbs that we get from this for tomorrow. And this one actually ended up being longer than yesterday's, and we didn't even run a blitz during it. I am running my blitz off camera, and whenever there's a new blitz that starts, I'll go over how I did on the last blitz. I'm not running it like crazy, probably 2 times a day, mainly just to get the blitz tickets because they do get us character shards. But until I hit the level where I consume them, it does feel very tedious. So I understand not wanting to do them except for the daily, which I think in the beginning you have, it's 15 of them it wants you to do for the daily challenge. So at this point, we're not going to be doing much except for running through these. Because of the fact that we've already hit 2 hours, I won't keep you guys around for this. We're literally just going to be running through any orbs or anything that we get. We will save for tomorrow. We won't claim any of the milestones or anything till tomorrow, so you guys can see how much it helped. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a wonderful one, and peace.